Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into some of the best tips to help you score more marks in your exams. Let's get started. Exams can often feel like a monumental challenge, a hurdle that stands between us and our academic goals. Many students experience stress and anxiety, wondering how they can possibly absorb all the information and perform their best under pressure. But what if I told you that with the right strategies, you can approach your exams with more confidence and significantly improve your scores? It's not about magic, but about smart, consistent effort. Think of exam preparation as building a strong foundation for a tall tower. Each piece of knowledge, each study session, contributes to its stability and height. The tips we're going to discuss today are like the essential tools and techniques a master builder uses. They are practical, actionable, and designed to help you learn more effectively, manage your time wisely, and approach your exams with a clear, focused mind. We're here to guide you through this process step by step. So if you're ready to transform your study habits and unlock your full potential, you're in the right place. We'll explore 5 key strategies that have proven effective for countless students. These aren't just quick fixes. They are principles that, when applied diligently, can lead to real, lasting improvements in your academic performance. We believe in your ability to succeed, and our goal is to equip you with the knowledge to make that success a reality. Let's embark on this journey together. The very first step, and arguably one of the most crucial in preparing for any exam, is to create a solid study plan. Now, why is a study plan so important? Well, imagine trying to build a complex structure, say a bridge or a skyscraper, without a blueprint. You might have all the materials and a dedicated team, but without a plan, chaos would likely ensue. You wouldn't know where to start, how to allocate resources, or how to ensure every part fits together correctly. A study plan serves as your academic blueprint. It provides structure, direction, and a clear path towards covering all the necessary material before your exam day arrives, ensuring you're not leaving crucial topics to chance or last-minute panic. So, how do you go about creating an effective study plan? It starts with understanding the scope of what you need to learn. List all the subjects, and within each subject, break down the topics or chapters. Next, gather your exam syllabus and an academic calendar. Look at the amount of time you have until your exams. Now, the key is to allocate specific blocks of time for each topic. Be realistic about how much you can cover in a single session. It's far better to schedule shorter, focused study periods than long, draining ones where your concentration wanes. Remember to build in time for revision of previously studied topics. This spaced repetition is key for long-term retention. Once you have your plan drafted, it's not just about writing it down and forgetting about it. You need to make it visible and stick to it as consistently as possible. You could use a physical planner, a digital calendar like Google Calendar, or specialized study planning apps. Set reminders for your study sessions. It's also important to be flexible. Life happens, and you might need to adjust your plan. The goal isn't rigid adherence to a schedule that causes stress, but to have a guiding framework that helps you stay on track, monitor your progress, and ensure you cover all your bases systematically. Regularly review your plan, perhaps at the end of each week, to see what you've accomplished and what needs adjustment for the week ahead. Once you have a good grasp of the subject matter through your structured study plan, the next powerful technique is to practice with past exam papers. This is an incredibly valuable exercise that many students unfortunately underestimate or leave until the very last minute. Think of it like a dress rehearsal for a big performance. An actor wouldn't go on stage without rehearsing their lines and movements. And similarly, you shouldn't go into an exam without having experienced the format and pressure beforehand. Past papers give you a realistic preview of what to expect on exam day. They familiarize you with the question types, the structure of the exam, the wording often used, and importantly, the time constraints you'll be working under. Effectively using past papers involves more than just casually looking through the questions. The ideal approach is to simulate actual exam conditions as closely as possible. This means finding a quiet space, setting a timer for the official duration of the exam, and attempting the paper without referring to your notes or textbooks, just as you would in the exam hall. This practice helps you develop your time management skills, identify which sections might take you longer, and build your stamina for concentrating for an extended period. It also helps to reduce exam anxiety because the actual exam will feel more familiar and less intimidating after you've gone through several such simulations. After you've completed a past paper under timed conditions, the learning process is far from over. In fact, the most crucial part begins: reviewing your performance. Don't just check your answers and count your score. For every question, whether you got it right or wrong, try to understand the reasoning. If you got it wrong, identify exactly where your understanding faltered. Was it a conceptual error, a misinterpretation of the question, or a calculation mistake? If you got it right, quickly review why it was correct to reinforce your understanding. Many exam boards also provide marking schemes. Studying these can give you insight into how marks are awarded and what examiners are looking for, helping you tailor your answers for maximum impact. It might sound counterintuitive when you're facing a mountain of revision, but taking regular breaks is absolutely essential for effective learning and peak exam performance. Our brains are not designed for prolonged, uninterrupted periods of intense focus. Think of your attention span like a muscle. It gets fatigued with overuse. Without breaks, your ability to concentrate diminishes, you retain less information, and you're more likely to make mistakes. Scientific studies have repeatedly shown that short, regular breaks can help to consolidate memories, improve focus when you return to your studies, and prevent mental burnout, which is a real risk during intensive study periods. So, what constitutes an effective break? The key is to step away from your study material and do something completely different. A very popular and effective method is the Pomodoro technique, where you study for, say, 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 such cycles, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. During these short breaks, it's best to get up, stretch, walk around, get some fresh air, or hydrate. Avoid an activity that is equally mentally taxing or could easily suck you in for longer than intended, like scrolling through social media. The idea is to give your brain a genuine rest and a change of pace, allowing it to recharge before you dive back into your studies with renewed focus. Recognizing when you need a break is also an important skill. If you find yourself rereading the same sentence multiple times without understanding it, if your mind keeps wandering, or if you're feeling increasingly frustrated or tired, these are clear signals that your brain needs a rest. Don't try to push through it. You'll likely find your productivity plummets. Step away, refresh yourself, and then return. You'll often find that you can tackle the material with a fresh perspective and improved comprehension. Regular breaks are not a sign of weakness or a waste of time. They are a smart study strategy that enhances learning and overall well-being. Another critical element that significantly contributes to exam success is staying organized. This might seem like a secondary concern compared to understanding complex theories or memorizing facts, but disorganization can be a major source of stress and wasted time, directly impacting your ability to study effectively. When your study materials, notes, and even your study space are in disarray, you spend precious time searching for things, feel overwhelmed, and your focus is fragmented. Conversely, an organized approach helps create a sense of calm and control, allowing you to dedicate your mental energy where it's needed most, on learning and revision. Let's talk about practical ways to organize your study materials. For your notes, consider using separate notebooks or binders for each subject. Within those, use dividers for different topics or chapters. Color coding can be a great visual aid. Perhaps different colored pens for key concepts, definitions, and examples, or different colored highlighters for varying levels of importance. If you use digital notes, create a clear folder structure on your computer or cloud storage. Name your files consistently and descriptively so you can find them easily. Keep your textbooks, past papers, and any supplementary materials neatly arranged and accessible. This systematic approach ensures you can quickly locate information when you need it, making your revision process much smoother. Beyond your materials, organizing your study space itself plays a vital role. A cluttered, distracting environment makes it very difficult to concentrate. Aim for a dedicated study area that is clean, quiet, and well lit. Keep only the essentials on your desk, your current study materials, stationery, and perhaps a glass of water. Minimize distractions by putting your phone on silent or in another room and letting family or roommates know when you need uninterrupted study time. A well-organized space signals to your brain that it's time to focus, creating a more conducive atmosphere for deep learning and productive study sessions. This mindful organization can truly transform your study experience from chaotic to controlled. We've talked about planning, practice, breaks, and organization, but all of this hard work can be significantly undermined if you neglect one crucial factor: getting adequate rest, especially in the lead up to and on the day of your exam. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a biological necessity, particularly when your brain is working hard to learn and consolidate information. During sleep, your brain processes the day's experiences, strengthens neural connections, and transfers information from short-term to long-term memory. Pulling all-nighters to cram might seem like a good idea, but it's often counterproductive, leading to fatigue, reduced cognitive function, and an inability to recall information effectively during the exam. So how can you ensure you get good quality rest before your exams? The key is to establish a consistent sleep schedule in the weeks leading up to your exams, not just the night before. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day. Create a relaxing wind-down routine before bed. Perhaps read a book, not study material. Listen to calming music or take a warm bath. Avoid caffeine, heavy meals, and strenuous exercise close to bedtime. Importantly, try to finish your active studying an hour or two before you plan to sleep, allowing your mind to switch off from exam mode. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, dark, quiet, and cool. On the morning of the exam, the goal is to stay calm and maintain the benefits of your good night's sleep. Avoid frantic last-minute cramming. At this point, it's more likely to cause anxiety than to significantly improve your knowledge. Instead, have a nutritious, light breakfast to provide sustained energy. Do a quick review of key formulas or summary notes if you feel it helps, but primarily focus on getting to the exam venue on time, feeling composed and prepared. Take a few deep breaths before you enter the exam hall. Trust in the preparation you've done. A well-rested mind is a sharp mind, ready to tackle the challenges ahead with clarity and confidence. So there you have it. 5 powerful tips to help you not just prepare for your exams, but to truly ace them, creating a diligent study plan, practicing extensively with past papers, taking restorative regular breaks, staying meticulously organized, and ensuring you get plenty of restful sleep. Remember, success in exams isn't just about innate intelligence. It's largely about smart strategies, consistent effort, and a positive mindset. Each of these tips is a tool you can use to build a stronger academic performance and approach your exams with greater confidence and less stress. I genuinely believe that by implementing these techniques, you can make a significant difference in your scores and, more importantly, in your understanding and retention of the material. It's about learning how to learn effectively. Think of this as a journey, and each exam as a milestone. The skills you develop in preparing for these exams, discipline, time management, analytical thinking, are valuable assets that will serve you well far beyond your academic life in whatever career or path you choose to pursue. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content. Good luck with your exams. We're cheering for you every step of the way. Remember to be kind to yourself during this process, celebrate small victories, and keep striving for your best. You've got this!